leg extend, when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
We go! 15-1. 15-1. Shoot!
Off play action. Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Barber. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Quick 6. That's what they call it.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too over-ramped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to throw. Herbert. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 outlaw. Hey, let's get this, Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Second and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 21-0 our score after 1.
Patriots nothing.
Mike, bound to lose one.
They go quickly here out to Moore. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
40-19. Mike, 47. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Kill.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check 37.
It's Coleman here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Bills 28, Patriots nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, Herbert. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Check 49, check 49. Check 3, check 3, check 3. On 52. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Let him know, let him know. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 50. Hey, wahoo! Push him back.
Allen going to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Buffalo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
You got tape. You got tape.
This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Sam. 58 is the mic. Big stop, G.
On second and 9, Allen. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. All day, dog. Hey, tight. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Allen from the gun on third down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the double. 21, check back 21. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Mike, Mike's 50. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Allen. And this is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Now Allen throwing again. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Bills.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, it's Hines, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Barber on first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
Down, 50, plant.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A big play here for the Bills. 73 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Regular. 47.
Here's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That one was intended for John Brown, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Alpha.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Here it comes. Here it comes.
They run again with Hines. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines, 89 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone. This
will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here's Hines. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 49. I'm coming. Get it.
They run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
On second down, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Barber. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Alert!
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Allen. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check, 47. Hey, home. Hey, check, Mike, 47. Check, smooth. Army. 47 on the ball.
So Allen's going to look to throw, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bills 49, Patriots 14.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.